next filter I would like to show you is the filters that are linked to every single dashboard component. So for example, I can click on my item sales over here and I have a filter component within here. This filter component works exactly the same as the data source filter, with a list of all my data items, my operators, and the value. This filter only applies to this specific component of the dashboard. For example, in this filter over here, if I wished to filter on my item group, I can see the item group is not alone in this field, in this list to be selected. So what you can do is, the dashboard over here has what's called hidden dimensions. If you bring in the item group into the hidden dimensions, and now you right click on the component, edit the filter, you'll now see my item group is an option to use as a filter. The filters that belong to the dashboard components are also static, just like the data source filter. That means that once the dashboard is compiled, the user cannot change or edit that filter. The next filter I would like to show is the filters that belong to the dashboard components again. If you click on the data tab for each dashboard, you'll see you have a single master filter, a multiple master filter, we have what's called cross data source filtering, and ignore master filter. These filters are used quite nicely to make the dashboard interactive. So right now, if I click on any month in my graph, you'll see everything is static, nothing changes. So to make this dashboard interactive, if I click on here, multiple master filter, now if I click on any month in my dashboard, you'll see that all the figures on the other components change for that specific month. And that is due to having on the multiple master filter. You'll see I can clear this filter, and now it's back to showing the information for every month. The single master filter does the same thing, but it will always have a specific month selected. It cannot have all. So you can see here I can change my months and all the other information is being filtered on that month, but you cannot clear that filter to be all months. It will always be for a specific month. You will also see once you invoke either the multiple master filter or the single master filter, you will also have the cross data source filtering. What the cross data source filtering allows you to do is, if you have multiple data sources in your dashboard from different views or even different systems, as long as the field names are the same, it will filter the data out of those components based on the column name. The ignore master filter. For example, over here, because I've got multiple master filter on my months here, if I click on a month, all my other information changed. If I come here to my customer sales, and on the data tab, if I say ignore master filter, you'll see what happens is, when I select a month, it changes all the information in the other components, but it does not change the information in customer sales, because on customer sales, I've chosen to ignore the master filter. If you wish to make all the components in your dashboard interactive, as in if I click on a specific product code and I want everything else to change for that product code, what you need to do is in each component invoke the multiple master filter. This way, if I click on a month, I have got all the figures for that month, all the item sales in that month, all the customer sales in that month. Similarly, if I now come and select a specific product code, I can click on that product code, and now everything is filtered on that product code. And same on the customers over here. If I click on a specific customer, it now shows me all the sales for that customer over the months in which products they purchased. You can do combinations. If I click that customer, I can click this specific month, and then it shows me what that customer bought in that month.